Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will discuss what is the scope of variable as well as what are different types of bitwise operators. Before start my class, I want you to subscribe my channel. Let's start the class. JavaScript variable scope. There are two scopes for the variable. First, global variables. A global variable has globe scope, which means it can be defined anywhere in your JavaScript code. Local variables are variable which will be visible only within a function where it is defined. Function parameters are always local to that function. Within the body of a function, a local variable takes precedence over a global variable with the same name, which means if we are declaring a variable with the same name in both situations, global as well as local, then first preference will be with the local variable. Let's see one example. In this code I use script type, then text / JavaScript. Then I have taken a variable which name is myVar equals to global or any sentence if you want to write, then end it with semicolon. Then I create a function whose name is checkScope function. Under curly braces I use the same variable again and override it with the sentence local to see which will print, local or global. And to print the sentence I use the function document.write method to display my word. Then the output is local. As I earlier told you that when we use the same variable name in different scope, first preference will be local variable. Therefore it prints local. I hope you understood. Next, there are some reserved words in JavaScript which we cannot use as variable name, functions, method, loop label or any object names. This is the table. You can see abstract, boolean, break, byte, case, final, finally, float, int, for, if, implement, import, super, static, while, with, void, throw, this, switch, instance of, and later we will discuss about, in the later classes we will discuss about these words. Okay. Next, logical operators. Logical operators work with the boolean value and it will return the answer in the form of true or false. And when we are using these operators to compare the conditions. For example, here A holds 10 and variable B holds 20. And then we can see the output. If both the operands are non-zero, then the condition becomes true. In AND condition, if both the conditions are true, then only it will return the answer true, otherwise it will return the answer false. In logical OR, if any one of the condition is true, then the answer will be true. And in logical NOT, it will give the answer in opposite. If the answer is true based on condition, it will show the answer as false. Let's see one program. Here we have used the code inside body where I declare a variable with the name true and false, and for line break I assign BR in line break variable. To print the sentence A logical and B, I write it in double quotes. The sentences you will write in double quotes, it will print on the screen. And to print the result, I have written the answer in result variable. Then again I compare using the logical OR operator and then logical AND operator. You can see the output based on my definition. When both the conditions are true, then only logical AND will bring the answer true, otherwise it will return false. I hope this is clear to you what it is and how it show the result. Next, most important, bitwise operators. What are these? These are used for manipulating bit level programming. It is used for the specific operation set provided by C. It manipulates bits of integer expression. Logical, shift, complement are three types of bitwise operators. Bitwise complement operator is used to reverse bit of expression. Bitwise AND, it performs Boolean AND operation on each bit of each integer argument. Bitwise OR, it performs a Boolean OR operation on each bit of its integer argument. It performs Boolean exclusive OR operation on each bit of its integer argument. Exclusive OR means that either operand 1 is true or operand 2 is true, but not both. It is little bit different from bitwise OR. Bitwise NOT, it is a unary operator and it operates by reversing all bits in the operand, which means if there is written 111, it will convert it into 000. It will bring the answer in the form of opposite numbers. Left shift, it moves all the bits in its first operand to the left by number of places specified in the second operand. New bits are filled with zeros, shifting a value left by one position is equivalent to multiplying it by 2. Shifting 2 position is equivalent to multiply by 4 and so on. For example, A left shift and 1 and it will return 4. How this is performed, I will show you later in this class itself. Right shift operator, the left operand value is moved right by the number of bits specified by right operand. Right shift with 0, this operand is just like right shift operator except that the bits shift in on the left are always 0. Now let's see how these bitwise operator work. Suppose a variable contain 2 value and b equals to 3. As bitwise operator work on binary numbers, I convert 2 into binary, that is 1 0, and b equals to 3, I convert it into binary number 1 1. First was bitwise AND operator. So how we will calculate their answer? The converted value of 2 and converted value of 3. AND operator works when both the conditions are true, then only it will give true, otherwise it will give false. So if you can see 1 0 and 1 1, 1 1, first value 1 1, both are same, both are 1, therefore I have written 1. When one of the value is different, it will give you 0. When both are 1, then only it will give you 1, otherwise it will give you 0. So my answer is 1 0, not 10, and then you will convert it into decimal, then my answer will be 2. Therefore when you will use AND operator, you will solve the problem by converting them into binary, then based on the condition of AND, solve it and then convert it again into decimal. Therefore, my answer is 2. Next was bitwise OR. In bitwise OR, any of the value if is 1, answer will be 1. So 1 1, first value 1 1, therefore it is 1. Either of the value is 1, then also it will be 1. Therefore my answer is 1 1, and I converted it into decimal. Therefore my answer is 3. As you can see, the value 1 1, decimal value is 3. Then A, exclusive OR. How OR and XOR are different, you can see 10 XOR 11. I converted into binary when both the value are same. When both the values are same, then it will return 0, and when both the values are not same, it will give you 1. Therefore, after converting it, I got the answer 1. I hope you know the difference between OR and XOR. Okay. Now then it is unary operator, where we use tilde symbol, and what it will do, it will do the opposite of that digit. If my digit is 3, positive 3, first it will give you the answer in the form of negative, and if it is 3, it will give you 4. Okay, so therefore my answer is -4. Now comes to left shift operator, how it works. First I will tell you the shortcut way, because in interviews, in solving this question, it's little bit lengthy. Therefore you should know the shortcut part, how to solve it. When you see left shift operator, then you will see how many times. This is the n value and this is the question, which means that the value of A will left shift by 1, which means it is the n value which will tell you how many times it will get shifted toward left. So when it will be written 1, it means you will multiply the digit of A into 2 one time. If it is written 2, I will multiply 2 by 2 times once again, means 2 times I will use 2 to multiply with A. Here it's written 1, therefore one time I multiply the 2 with the value A. Therefore the answer will be 4. Now how you have to solve it? This is the shortcut way. Every time it will give you the answer. When you will see the n value, based on that you will multiply 2. Okay, if it is written C, I will multiply 2 3 times. Okay, this time it is written 1, therefore I multiply 2 only one time. As A value is 2, I multiply it by A value, I got the answer. How I will solve it? First, as bitwise operator work on binary digit, again you have to convert this 2 into binary. Therefore, after converting it into binary, I got the value 0 1 0. Okay, then next procedure is you have to add 0 one time, because n value is 1, therefore 0 will be added in the left side. Okay, this is, I have 1 0, this which is the binary value of 2, I added 0 in the left side, because n value is 1, therefore 0 is one time. Okay, and before that I use 0, already been written 0, I forgot to write, and this 0 will be pop out. Therefore, the value of left shift operator for 2 is 4, because 100 will be the final value, because in left shift operator we see the n value and then we write 0 based on that n value. As it is 1, therefore I wrote 0 one time. After converting the value of a into binary, I added 0 in the left side, and the first value will be pop out, will be deleted. Therefore, the final value is 100 converted into decimal, and your answer will be 4. And shortcut way I already explained. Next, a right shift operator, how it works? It works opposite of left shift. Okay, first we will see the shortcut way. If the question is 2 right shift 1, here we multiply, here we divide. Just divide it one time by 2. You will get your answer. This is the confirmed way to see the answer is right or wrong. Okay, how we will solve it? Obviously, first I will convert it. This time I will add 0 in the right side, therefore I added my 0. Here we delete the first value, here we delete the last value, therefore the last value was 0. It will be pop out, so I added 0. If you can see, the answer will be 1 and it matches. I hope you understand what are bitwise operators, and they are used for performing bitwise operations, programming, bit level programming, and they work with binary digits. I hope you understand this bitwise operator properly. Thanks for watching it, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you. Have a nice day.